else. So let me go over. In the data flow transformation itself, we have taken the data flow. Now let us see. Let me take one more time. So let me open the toolbox. So here the toolbox is not coming now. So you can click on this SSIS toolbox icon. So it will show the list of toolbox, and let me drag and drop the data flow task. And meanwhile, let me open this SQL server and in the studio. Okay. Now let us go for this data flow task. So here let us take up on the. So we know that our data is coming from the SSIS. One of the table name is table underscore fuzzy. Okay. Now let me connect over. So I'm going to repeat the same thing, and let us see after updating means after that multiple installations. So let us see. So let me write a command. Let me start from table underscore fuzzy. Okay. Can go and preview the data. So our data is coming, and you can see we have multiple cities. Okay, with Bengaluru, and one is with the BE, another two of them are with BA. Okay, so some slight difference is there. Okay, now let me connect. Okay, click on OK. Now my source is ready. Now let us go and take our table fuzzy. Okay, so let us go and take our fuzzy grouping transformation. Okay, now let me go and take this. Now here my table is present in the DB-SCI4 database. We have to specify the table database details. Now after that, now we want to know the similarity of records in the city column. No? So I have selected the city column. Now let us go to the advanced section. Now let us see, first of all, let me put the 100% similarity. 100% means exact match. Okay, if it is one of the cities BA, another city also should be BA only, then only those two will be treated as same records. Okay, so now I am looking for 100% similarity, that is exact match. Okay, now let us click on OK. So here I have just selected the column in which I need to check for the similarity, and I have specified the 100% similarity like that. Click on OK. Okay. Now after fuzzy grouping, I want to see the output of fuzzy grouping. Now let us go for and drag and drop the audit transformation. Now I'm just interested in viewing the output of, let me put a data viewer and enable data. Okay. Now let us go on execute this. So whatever I have done yesterday, no? So the same thing I'm doing today also. Okay, no changes. So yesterday, because of my system problem, so since some updates are pending, so we are not able to execute the fuzzy grouping. So that MSP updates are pending. So it has not, we are not able to execute the fuzzy grouping. Now let us see today. So the installations are done. So that Microsoft updates are done today. Now let us see. Yesterday after installations, I checked this. So at that time, it has just taken a second. It just executed in a second. What is happening? After installations, I checked this transformation. It executed like in a second. Let me see whether any SSIS service is in stopped state or not. So let me make this SSIS in a running state. Okay. So provides management support for SSIS package storage and execution. So this was in stopped state. Now let me rerun this one more time. Okay. Let me go and execute this task. Yeah. Now you can see. So I have what I have done is so here in the services file, so there will be one application for each and every installation. No? So there will be one service file for each and every application. No? So there is one service file for SSIS. So earlier it was in stopped state, so I have made it as running state. Okay. So like that you can see here for SSRS there will be one service, and for SSAS also SQL Server Analysis Service also there will be one file, one service file. Okay, now you can see that output of fuzzy grouping. So here it will generate one column called city clean column. Okay, so it will generate one column called city clean column. Now here you can see that if I make the similarity as 100%, so it is still treating BA as same and BE as different. Okay, it is still treating BA and BE after cleaning the city name. So EMP city clean column is after cleaning the city name, it is still treating BA as different city and BE as different city. So why? Because I have told to the package that I had told to the fuzzy grouping that look for 100% similarity. That is 99%. Suppose let me put the similarity to 80%. Okay, click on OK. So what I am going to tell is if there is any 80% matching between the two city columns, if there is any 80% matching between the two city records, treat them as same city. Okay, treat them as same city. And here you can see that in the columns, so it is outputting one after checking. Okay, it is giving us one output column called EMP city clean column. Okay, so it will check for the similarity. If the similarity is greater than 80%, okay, it will treat BE and BA as same cities. And after treating, it will generate the output in a new column called EMP city clean column. Okay. The input column is EMP city, and after cleaning the data, it will generate one output column called EMP city clean column. Now I have set the similarity as look for 80% similarity. Don't look for 100% similarity. Now let us see the output one more time. So now you can see that. Okay, so this is the output of fuzzy grouping. Now after putting the 80% similarity, now we can see that BA means it is giving the BA here it is giving the BA, and here you can see that BE, but it has given the name as city clean column as BA only. So why? Because between these two, BA and BE, there is a similarity called, you can see the similarity percentage also here. That is 88% similarity is there between the Bangalore and Bengaluru, which is having 88%, which is greater than 80%. So that's why it has treated. Okay, now we can see it has given all the name as Bengaluru only. Okay, now similarly you can go and check for Mumbai. Okay, now you can go and check for Mumbai. There are some records with Mumbai and there are records with BHAI, and the similarity between these two is greater than 85%, means greater than 80%. Okay, so now you can see it has given the same name here for all the records, for all the Mumbai records, it has given the same name here. Okay, like that. And Bangalore also same way. So after cleaning the city column, so it has given the same name here. Similarly, you can see Chennai also it has given the same name. If the similarity forever, whichever records, if the similarity is greater than 80%, all of them are getting the same name. Okay. Now let us see. So now what I want to do. So when I do the in SQL side, so if I do the grouping on SQL side, okay. So I need to group it on. When I'm grouping, I need to take Bangalore and Bangalore as same record. No. Now our intention is to show the city-wise total. No. So here, if I want to show the city-wise total now, okay, what I can do is after fuzzy grouping. So the fuzzy grouping, whatever it is doing is it is giving me the city clean column in which the same city name is present. Now after cleaning the data, after cleaning the city clean column, okay, after cleaning the city column, what I can do is if I want to show the aggregate, that is city-wise total, okay. Now put the data into the aggregate transformation, and here, so along with the city column, we will get the city clean column also. Along with the city column, we will get the city clean column also. Now I can apply the data, okay, I can apply the aggregate function on the city clean column. Okay. Now if I want to get the sum of salary, I can go and get it the sum of salary like this. Okay. And if any case sensitive is there, I can go and make it as ignore case option. Now let us see the output of aggregate. So now when I am doing the aggregate function, I will get only one time the Bangalore data. Okay. Now let us see the output of aggregate. So instead of grouping the data on city column, I am grouping the data on EMP city clean column. So the fuzzy grouping is to clean the data. Okay, based upon the similarity level, it will clean the data. It will treat the two different records as same records based upon the similarity we are setting. Now we can see we are getting the Bengaluru only one time here. Mumbai has one time, Chennai has one time. Okay, we are not getting multiple Mumbai records or multiple Bangalore records. We are getting only one record. Okay, but I apply the same thing in the SQL side. Earlier we are getting the multiple records. So okay, now in this table I can go and get EMPCT comma sum of salary. Okay, so group by EMPCT. Okay, so in this SQL side we are getting two records, Bengaluru and Bengaluru. Okay, So but here after using the fuzzy grouping, okay, we are able to clean the data. After cleaning the data, we are getting the Bangalore only one time. So we are telling, using fuzzy grouping, we are telling that if there is any 80% similarity, okay, treat them as same records. That is the use of fuzzy grouping. It will also do the grouping, but it won't check for 100% match. We can provide some lineage, we can provide some similarity level, okay, by taking the help of fuzzy grouping. Understood? So this is one of the example for fuzzy grouping. Okay. So now let me go for one more example for fuzzy grouping. So if you remember or not, I told you that how you can identify the duplicate records in SSIS. Okay, so how we can remove the duplicate records or identify the duplicate records in SSIS is, one of the option is sort. So when I use the sort transformation, I can remove the duplicates by checking one of the checkbox, remove duplicates from the output. That is one option. And at the time I told you that we can use the fuzzy grouping also to identify and remove the duplicate records. Okay. So let us see how we can identify duplicate records using the fuzzy grouping. Okay. So this is one of the example for fuzzy grouping. Now let us go for next example. So let me get the corresponding correct table. So okay. So here you can see I have one table. Okay. Now let me see. Let me first of all push this table into our database. Okay. So select a star into table fuzzy. Table fuzzy to records. Put this table into our DBSI data for DBSI. So now we don't have permission to create a table in this database. Okay. So let me go for this morning in one of the class I have created a trigger. So database triggers. So I remove the create permission on this database. So let me drop that, or let me use the drop the trigger. Now let us see. We have the permission to create a table. So now I was able to create a table. Now let us see our table name is. Okay. So this is my table name. Now if you observe that, okay. Now if you are, let us observe that. Is there any duplicate records in this table? Okay. So now we can see that. So employee ID 1, okay, Sachin Mumbai 2000, okay, 100, and computed column there is 0 is there. Okay, now I don't want this column, let me drop that column. So this column is unnecessary. Drop column UMP underscore 0. Okay, now let us go and see. So I have a one table here. Now you can see here employee 1 section Mumbai 2000. Now is there any other employee 1 is there in the same table? So there is no employee 1 is not. And now I have 3 Mohan Andhra and here 3 Mohan Mumbai. That is also different record. Now here you can see I have 4. So there is no 4. And you can see 5 Kalyan Bangalore 3200. 5 Kalyan Bangalore 3000. So this is a duplicated record. Okay. So employee ID 5 got duplicated. Okay. And here you can see there is one more 5. Okay. With the same name. So employee ID 5 has 2 duplicate records. Okay. And 6, there is no 6, 7, no 7. So 8. Now you can see again 8 is again duplicated. Okay. So both the data are same. So I have 2 duplicate records. One is for 5 and one is for employee 8. Okay. So I need to identify and remove these or separate these duplicate records. Okay. Now let us see how we can do that using the fuzzy group. Okay. Now let us take that. Now let me take one more data flow task. Let me go for it. So let us take our data source, OLEDB source, and in the DB4, okay. So I have one of the table called table underscore fuzzy underscore duplicate records. Okay, I have one of the record called duplicate records preview. Yes, I have the data. Okay, now let me drag and drop the fuzzy group. Let us see how we can remove the separate the records. Okay, now go to the fuzzy grouping. And how now you can see that my table is present in the DB4. Go to the columns. Now, do you want to find the entire? Do you want to find the duplicate records? No, duplicate records means entire row data. Entire row should be duplicated, not one row, not one of the column. Okay, all the columns data should get duplicated. So if here you can see 3 3 is matching, but it doesn't seem that 3 3 are duplicated here. Here is one is the employee Mohan, here also Mohan, but this guy is from Andhra and this guy is from Mumbai. So this is not a full duplicated record because EMP city is different for both of them. But here I need to find the full duplicate record. Okay, all the columns data should be duplicated. So in this I have to select all the columns. Since you need to find the entire row duplicated data, no? So I have to select all the columns here. Okay, and after that let me go for advanced match, and here let me set the 100% is exact match. Okay, I need to check for the exact match, then only it is called as a duplicated record. Okay, and let me click on OK. So here what is happening is, what will happen is, you can see here we have some column names called key in column, key out column, and score column. Key in, key out, and score. So what is this key in? Input key column name is called as key in. Output key column name is called as key out. Okay. So what is this key in and key out? How it will work? Now let us see how it will work is, so this fuzzy grouping, so it will check for the duplicated record. Okay, it will start from the first record. Okay, so to the fuzzy grouping, so let us say, so for this fuzzy grouping, okay, this is the fuzzy grouping transformation. Okay, so first the first record will come. So for the first record, so there will be two columns, that is key in, okay, key in and key out. Okay, so for the first column, in the first time only this record will come inside. Okay, and this is the first record now. So this will be in this list. This is the first key record now. So here the key in will be 1. Okay, and this data is matching with any other data. If this record data, it will go and check whether this record data will match with any other existing data. But this is the first record. No data is there to check it. Okay, to validate, no other record is there. This is the first record. Then keyword also will be 1. Okay, and next the second record will come inside, and it will see that, okay, this is the second record. So this is the second record. No, the second record will come inside, and the key in for this record is 2. The key in for this record will be 2, and it will see that whether this record data is matching with the existing data. Existing record means it will see that this data is matching with the first record data or not. So is there any matches there? No. Here it is employee 1, here it is. So there is no match for the second record with the existing first record. Then since there is this data is not matching with the first record data, then key out also will be 2. Means 2 is independent. The record 2 is not matching with the first record, so key out also will be 2. Like that, it will keep on checking for each and every record. Now, for the when the third record enters, for this third record, key in will be, so since it's the third record, no, key in will be 3. And it will go and check whether the third record data is matching with the existing first 2 records. No. So here it is Andhra, here it is Mumbai. Okay, but even though first 2 columns data is matching, third column data is not matching. So the third record data also is not matching with the any of the existing records. So the keyword is again 3. So similarly, it will come and check for all the one by one record. Now let us see. So up to 5, okay, up to 5. So when the fourth record data, so this fourth record data is not matching with the existing records, that key out also will be 5. And fifth record data, yes, fifth record data also is not matching with any of the records data. So key in will be 5 and key out also will be 5. Okay. But for the sixth record, you can see for the sixth record, so key in will be 6. For the sixth record, key in will be 6. And this data, this row is matching with the fifth record data, no? So this row data, so this row data is matching with the fifth record data, no? Then the keyword will be, since this sixth record data is matching with the fifth record data, so the keyout of record 6 will be 5. The keyout of record 6 will be 5. And for the, you can see here for the last record, for the last record, when it comes to the last record, so the key for this last record is 12. So this is the 12th record, no? So the keyed value will be 2, will be 12. And since this data is matching with the fifth record data, then the key out will be 5. Understood? Now we can see that for 7 and 8, okay, key in will be 7, key out will be 7. Key in will be 8 and key out will be 8. For the ninth record, okay, key in will be 9, okay, and this data is not matching any of the records, so key out also will be 9. But for the 10th record,
10th record key in will be 10, but this record data is matching with the 9th record data, no? Then key out will be 9. Okay, so this is how it will check. So understood? Now let us see whether that is true or not. Now let us go to our package. So here I am checking for 100% matching and we have key in and key out values. Now let us see the output of fuzzy group. So we have key in, key out and score value. Okay. Now let us see. Now you can see here. So as I told, for the first record, there will be key in column and key out column. No? So for the first record, that is Sachin employee 1, Sachin Mumbai. Okay. For the employee 1, Sachin Mumbai, the key in value is 1 and key out value is 1. And second records is the second record data is not matching with the first record data, then key out also is 2. So like that it will keep on coming. Now you can see that for employee 5, that is the fifth record. So this fifth record data is not matching with the existing previous record data. So then key out is also 5. But for the sixth record, we can see this sixth record data is matching with the fifth record data. No, now you can see for it, you can say it is sixth record data is matching with the fifth record data. So key out for this is 5. Similarly for 12th record, that is this one. That is the 12th record. For the 12th record, key is 12, but this 12th record data is matching with the fifth record data, no? So the key out is 5 here. Similarly for ninth record. Ninth record data is not matching with the previous, the 8, and you can see, but the 10th record data is matching with the 8, is matching with the ninth record data, no? So this record is matching with the ninth record data. So for that, key out is 9. Okay. So this is how the fuzzy group will give you the key in value and key out value. Okay. So now using this key in and key out values, can we separate the duplicated records? Can we separate the duplicate records using this key in and key out values? So what I will do is I can take a conditional split now. So by this data, by using this data, what I will do is,
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
yes, yes,
Every time it will compare every row, I mean in the table, every row it will compare with the key separately. Go to data.
with the previous data. It will compare with the previous data. Okay,
So
so
if there is three, right? I mean there is a three rows, sir. Then it will compare with the before
yes, yes,
only the before row,
yes,
not
only
all
the,
the rows.
so one by one it will come inside. So to the fuzzy grouping, it will take one by one row and it will compare with the previous row data.
Okay. Then it will take a lot of time, right, sir? I mean every.
Yes, so it is taking the each and every record, one by one record will come inside. It will just check whether this record is matching with the existing data or not.
Okay.
So yes, as you said, if you have large amount of data, then if you want to remove the duplicates, they have given this. They have to compulsory compare the data, compare with the previous record data. Okay,
So
so
I mean.
It will take space if you have a huge amount of data, and if you want to remove the duplicates, then it will take some time. That is correct.
Okay.
So if you don't want to compare, you can go and take the sort option also.
Okay.
So they have provided multiple options. So whichever feasible for you, so you can take that option.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Okay. Now let us see. Now by seeing the output of the fuzzy grouping, I want to separate the duplicate rows and the original rows. No, then I will take the help of conditional split. Okay. So what this condition inside this conditional split, I can write a query like I can write a condition like if key in value is equal to key out value. Okay, if key in value is equal to key out value, then that is the original record. No? So after seeing the output, let me execute one more time. So after seeing this output of fuzzy grouping, so I can write a condition like if key in value is equal to key out value, means that is a original record, non-duplicate record. Okay, but if key in value, okay, if key in value is not equal to key out value, means this is the duplicated data. No, so if here it is for the sixth record, key in is 6, but the sixth record data is matching with the fifth record data, so that's why QOT is 5. Similarly, 12th record data is matching with the fifth record data, so that's why here QOT is 5. Okay, then I can write a condition here if key in is equal to key out, that is a non-duplicate record, else it is a duplicate record. Okay, how I can separate these two records is, so inside the conditional split, so from the fuzzy grouping we are getting the all the columns, and along with this we are getting the key in and key out. If key in is equal to key out, okay, if key in is equal to key out, then I can go and specify it as, yes, this is a non-duplicate records. Okay, non-duplicate records. Okay, and else that is it. It will go to the default output pipeline, and let us give some name as duplicate records. Okay, like this. Now let us go and use the, let me remove this data viewer here. Now let me go for, so in this I want to send the duplicate records, and in this I want to separate the non-duplicate records. Okay, now let us see data viewer here also. Let us see the data viewer. Now let me execute this. Now you can see that it will give us the two outputs. Okay, now you can see, so it has separated the duplicated records. Now you can see the heading name as duplicate records, and you can see the 5, 5 and 8. There are 3 duplicate records in the list. No? So this is a duplicate record, and this is a duplicate record, and this is a duplicate record. So we have 3 records. No? So it has separated those 3 records from the list. Okay, and after that, this is the original records. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is no duplicated. Okay, so this is how we can use the fuzzy grouping to separate the duplicate records or to identify the duplicate records. Like this. Understood? Any doubts?
So it is useful. I mean, it is useful in real time. How much we'll be using this fuzzy grouping?
So let us say that we know our cities. Okay, we know our Indian cities, something like that, but like, we don't know exact cities of something like Russia country or USA country or UK country. So if you have any doubts, if you want to clean the data, okay, so mainly for identifying the, let us say like first example. The first example I have shown you the how we can make the city names as similar names. No? So in those cases,
Yeah.
you can go for the first equation. And if you have the less amount of data and if you want to remove the duplicates, okay, so better you can use fuzzy grouping also. So if you have the less amount of data like less than 1 lakh or 10 lakhs, okay, so we can go and take the fuzzy grouping for removing the duplicate records, for identifying and removing the duplicate records. At the time, fuzzy grouping is best option. But if you are dealing with more than crores of data, okay, then better to go for sort option
So we use only sort operation for that,
for removing
like
the duplicates.
okay.
Okay, or if you are having the less amount of data, you can better go for fuzzy grouping also.
Okay, sir.
So I have recorded the videos. So let us say that we share those videos. So I will send these videos today. Okay. Durga Prasad, can you send your mail ID?
Yes, sir, I'll send you. I'll ping you.
Okay. Yeah. So I
I
think
think you have my
you
email
have,
ID.
I have already yours.
Or shall I
Okay.
send you again?
Yeah. Yeah. I have yours. Okay. So I will share these
Sir,
videos.
I'll send you in WhatsApp.
Yeah. I will send those videos. Can I stop now? So tomorrow
Yeah,
class
okay,
we will
sir.
start with fuzzy lookup. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.